It weighs less than a watermelon, yet it holds more information than the world's biggest library. It's soft, delicate, and hidden inside your skull, but it controls every heartbeat, every thought, every dream. This is the human brain, the most mysterious organ we carry. Let's take a closer look inside. The brain is the main organ of the central nervous system, controlling every single process in the body, from heartbeat to imagination. But despite its power, it is soft and delicate, and therefore nature has provided it with multiple layers of protection to ensure it is not easily damaged and your daily life continues undisturbed. The first line of defense is the cranium, a hard bony covering that shields the brain from mechanical injury. Beneath it lie the three meninges, protective membranes that add an extra layer of security. Between these layers flows the cerebrospinal fluid, a clear liquid similar in composition to blood plasma. This fluid acts like a cushion, absorbing shocks from sudden jumps or jolts. Inside the brain itself are ventricles, small interconnected cavities, also filled with CSF, providing additional cushioning and maintaining the brain's chemical balance. So now you can imagine, nature has wrapped the brain in a fortress of bone, membranes, and fluid, ensuring that this central organ remains safe to perform its remarkable work, allowing you to live, think, and thrive. The brain is divided into three main parts: the forebrain, the midbrain, and the hindbrain. And this is the classical division of the brain. The forebrain is the largest and most advanced region of the brain. It is located in the front part of the skull and includes three major structures: the thalamus, the limbic system, and the cerebrum. The thalamus serves as a relay center, carrying sensory information from the body, such as touch, pain, temperature, as well as signals from the auditory and visual pathways, and directing it to the limbic system and the cerebrum for further processing. Just beneath the cerebrum lies the limbic system, an arc-shaped group of structures between the thalamus and cerebrum. Together, these structures generate our most basic and primitive emotions, drives, and behaviors, including fear, anger, pleasure, hunger, thirst, sexual responses, and even tranquility. The limbic system also plays a key role in the formation of memory. The limbic system is made up of the hypothalamus, amygdala, and hippocampus, along with surrounding regions of the cerebrum. The hypothalamus, in particular, is a major coordinating center. Through its hormone production and neural connections, it regulates body temperature, hunger, thirst, the menstrual cycle, water balance, and even the sleep-wake rhythm. The amygdala is a small, almond-shaped cluster of neurons located deep within the temporal lobe. When stimulated, it can produce sensations of pleasure, punishment, or sexual arousal. It also plays a central role in generating fear, anger, and aggression, acting as the brain's emotional alarm system. Beyond emotional responses, the amygdala helps in processing emotional memories. It determines which experiences are stored deeply in the brain and which are forgotten. It also interacts with the hippocampus to link emotions with memories, ensuring that emotionally charged events are remembered more vividly. In short, the amygdala allows us not only to feel emotions but also to react to them, turning raw sensory information into instinctive human responses like fear, courage, and attachment. The hippocampus lies just beside the amygdala and plays a crucial role in learning and memory formation. Its name comes from the Greek word for seahorse, reflecting its curved shape deep within the temporal lobe. The hippocampus acts as the brain's memory processor, converting short-term experiences into long-term memories and helping us recall facts, places, and events. It doesn't store memories permanently, but it decides what is worth storing and where it should go in the cerebral cortex. This region also helps in spatial navigation, allowing you to remember routes, directions, and the layout of familiar environments. When the hippocampus is damaged, people may lose the ability to form new memories, a condition known as anterograde amnesia. While the amygdala gives memories their emotional color, the hippocampus gives them structure and meaning. Together, they form the foundation of who we are and what we remember. The cerebrum is the largest and most developed part of the human brain. It forms nearly 2/3 of the brain's total weight and is responsible for higher mental functions such as thinking, learning, memory, and decision-making. It is divided into two halves: the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. If you want a quick visualization, think of a walnut split down the middle. That's almost exactly how the brain looks. The two halves are similar in structure, yet they control different functions of the body. The right hemisphere controls the movements and sensations of the left side of the body, and is often associated with creativity, imagination, spatial awareness, and artistic skills. On the other hand, the left hemisphere controls the right side of the body, and is more involved in logic, analytical thinking, language, and mathematics. Although they have these specializations, both hemispheres constantly work together through a bridge of nerve fibers called the corpus callosum, ensuring smooth coordination of all brain activities. Now, each hemisphere of the cerebrum is divided into 4 distinct lobes: the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the temporal lobe, and the occipital lobe. Frontal lobe controls reasoning, planning, emotions, and voluntary movements. It's the command center for decision-making and personality. Parietal lobe processes touch, temperature, and pain sensations. It helps you understand spatial awareness and body position. Temporal lobe responsible for hearing, memory, and language comprehension. It helps interpret sounds and store memories. Occipital lobe dedicated to vision and visual processing. It interprets everything your eyes see. Say yes, to put it simply. The lobes are subdivisions of the cerebral hemispheres, and the hemispheres together make up the cerebrum. The second major part of the brain is the midbrain. Although it is relatively reduced in humans, it plays an essential role in connecting different brain regions. The midbrain contains the auditory relay centers and the reflex centers for eye movement, allowing you to respond instantly to sudden sounds or visual stimuli. It also houses the reticular formation, a vital network of neurons that acts as a relay bridge between the hindbrain and the forebrain. The reticular formation filters and screens incoming information before it reaches the higher brain centers, ensuring that only important signals capture your attention. The third major part of the brain is the hindbrain. It consists of 3 main parts: the pons, the medulla oblongata, and the cerebellum. Pons acts as a bridge between different parts of the brain, especially connecting the cerebrum and cerebellum. It helps regulate breathing and coordinates communication between the 2 hemispheres. Medulla oblongata controls vital involuntary actions like heartbeat, breathing, blood pressure, and swallowing. Any damage to this region can be life-threatening. Cerebellum, also called the little brain, it maintains posture, balance, and coordination of voluntary movements, allowing smooth and precise body actions. And that's how your brain, from the forebrain to the hindbrain, works as a perfectly synchronized system. Each part may have its own role, but together, they make you who you are, thinking, feeling, and living.